Electric vehicles, or EV, are leading the charge in moving away from fossil fuel dependence. And what happens in the Asia-Pacific region will greatly affect how this transition will be. The battery is the heart and soul of the EV. Like any battery, though, it doesn't last forever. As EVs rake up miles, the efficiencies of their batteries go down. When their efficiency dips below 70%, they must be replaced. According to the International Energy Agency, when all the electric cars sold in 2019 reach their end of life, the resulting unprocessed EV battery waste will amount to 500,000 tons, or equivalent to approximately 20 cruise ships. EV sales globally have been booming. So what do we do with the EV battery waste? EV battery recycling is steadily gaining popularity, driven by the promise of reducing waste while at the same time securing and reusing critical minerals that are running in short supply. But just like the recycling industry with plastics, not everything is as good as it seems. Here are 4 of EV battery recycling's uncomfortable truths. Truth number 1. EV batteries are hard and dangerous to recycle. Because of these challenges, EV batteries tend to get thrown away.
And direct recycling is at its infancy. It needs more R&D to be scaled up.
A staggering 95% of EV batteries end up in landfills, and the ones that do get recycled, most of them are recycled in the Asia-Pacific region, particularly in China, where there are regulations on battery recycling. Truth number 2. In the absence of policy support, informal recyclers and waste pickers have tried to recycle the EV batteries themselves, sometimes to disastrous results. The batteries that are currently being recycled are the older lead-acid batteries, which until now do not have proper safety standards and regulations on handling, disassembly, and recycling.
Usually naman talaga yung mga baterya ay hindi siya ganun aganda sa kapaligiran. Katulad po ng tubig nito na meron po siyang mercury. Yung mercury po, kapag humalo sa tubig, nakakalason. Kapag naman po ito ay nabaklas at pumatak sa kalsadahan, ito po ay natuyo para po siyang isang alikabok na humahalo din sa hangin. Meron nga po kaming ibang mga member or sa amin pong samahan, meron nga pong isang member na namatay na dahil po sa paggamit ng pinakalangit ng baterya.
So napakadelikado unang-una kasi may lead nga, kung doon sa lead may acid. Yung acid kasi nakakasira sa kamay, nakakasunog yung balat. So dahil masyado talaga siyang delikado. Kailangan magkaroon ng maayos na proseso, magkaroon ng batas na tama, at bigyan ng ngipin. Para nang sa ganun maging aware ang tao. Bukod doon, kailangan natin ng media upang ipaliwanag sa tao kung ano yung epekto nito sa kapaligiran, lalo-lalo na sa kalikasan.
Newer lithium-ion batteries don't fare well either, as they are at high risk of catching fire when they are disassembled or crushed.
Pagkilala. Kasi isa rin naman kami sa gumagalaw sa lipunan eh.
Hindi lang sila.
Malaki ang ambag din namin na, malaki rin ang ambag ng mga ngalakal. Lalo-lalo na sa recycle. Hindi na natin kailangan maghukay sa lupa para kumuha ng copper. Eto lang, nandito na sa baba oh. May makukuha na. Hindi na natin kailangan magmina ng metal. Nasa ibaba na. Hindi na natin kailangan maghukay. Bigyan lang kami ng panahon. Bigyan lang kami ng pagkilala. Kahit papaano, makakapag-produce. Marirecycle natin ng mas maayos.
Truth number 3. Incineration is being marketed once again as a quick solution to EV battery recycling. Depending on battery material and cell capacity, incinerating EV batteries may cause highly toxic, corrosive, and flammable gases, such as hydrogen fluoride and carbon monoxide, to be released, potentially becoming fatal for anyone after prolonged exposure. Incineration also requires huge amounts of energy, nullifying the potential carbon emission reduction gains that result from EV adoption. And finally, truth number 4. When no one else knows what to do with the waste byproducts produced in the recycling process, they just ship it off to developing countries. The waste trade of EV batteries is a real threat, especially in a region like Asia-Pacific, where there is a huge disparity between countries and their regulations.
Residual disposal. We know that there will be residue when these are recycled, so we need to ensure that all materials that are not reintroduced into the manufacturing production system are safely returned in inert and non-hazardous materials to the natural environment.
Doesn't this all look and sound familiar? That's right. EV battery recycling shares similar issues that have hounded plastics for so long. If we treat the issue of EV battery waste as a disposal problem, we fall into the same traps as we did in plastics. And we still haven't gotten out of that hole yet. Instead, if we see EV battery waste as a zero-waste issue, then we understand that it is not just a problem of disposal. The issues run deeper across its entire supply chain and need policy support for resource extraction and end-of-life management, cooperation between manufacturers, and the protection of sectors that actually keep our society running. By adopting a zero-waste approach, we may stand a chance in averting a potentially disastrous future of transition without regard for people and the planet.